Hi, Kurt here with Kiefer Auction Supply, talking about industrial markers again today and showing you the Sanford line. And Sanford's been one of our best-selling lines of industrial markers for years, and we like the line. It has a broad number of products, and I just want to show a few of those to you today. You know, industrial markers dry by oxidation. They dry on top of the tag or label that you're marking. So they dry very quickly without smearing, which is why we like them compared to a normal marker that you'd find in the grocery store, which dries by absorption into the paper. So different thing altogether. If you wonder why, industrial markers cost a little more, give a much denser mark, and they tend to last longer, and it's a better quality of ink for industrial use. So if you're marking on a bid card, and I'll just show you a couple of Sanford products, if you're marking on a bid card, we have the Sharpie King Size and the Sharpie Magnum, and this is a very broad, if you have to do a poster or a bid card, it gives you a very broad mark and gives you a very dense mark. So that's a favorite in both the King Size and the Magnum. And then they have a line, and I'll just call them of those Sharpies, and they have the original Sharpie, which is a great general purpose marker for a tag or a label. And then there's a whole line of specialty. If you have ultra fine, if you're doing a very small label, the ultra fine point, we have one called the Pro, which is just an industrial. It's a little bit different formulation, but it's made for industrial auctions and things like that. This marker is very interesting. It's a fade resistant. So if you're outdoors and you're marking on Tyvek for an extended period of time, this is the marker for you. It's a fade resistant industrial marker. Really will last a good while outdoors, and I think that should go. If you're buying Tyvek tags, that's the marker you want. We also have a new one we just got. It's a brush tip, and it flows totally different than the regular hard tips. It's a little more flexible. It gives you a little bit different mark, but if you're doing a lot of labels in a row, it's an easier marker to use. And of course, the Mean Streak is one of our best sellers for auto auctions and right on car windows and things like that. Gives an extremely dense mark. Now, Mean Streak is probably our most expensive marker, but in the right applications, it saves you a good bit of time. And it holds its mark outdoors, and you can just clean it off a car window. That's why the auto auctions love it. That's the Sanford line, the Sharpie line of industrial markers. We always have them in stock ready for your order at Kiefer Auction Supply.